Louisiana is drowning. A football field of land is lost daily, and a way of life along with it. We'll talk to the people affected and find out what can be done to save our coast. Fox 44 News presents Vanishing Coast.
It's the greatest environmental tragedy that's occurring in our nation.
Our coast a few decades ago, and most recently in 2010. The proof is right here, and although Louisiana is constantly evolving with a population growing by the day, an economy by the minute, every hour our state loses an entire football field of land. Yes, every single hour. So that's where we begin tonight. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for this special report, Vanishing Coast. I'm Danielle Grossman. Tonight we're focusing on a very real problem in our state, our vanishing coast. We begin in Grand Isle. It's a small community that's weathered its fair share of storms, flooding, and natural disaster. This barrier island continues to exist at the very bottom of our state, but the people who live there worry their time could soon be cut short. That's withstood some of the worst hurricanes Louisiana has ever seen, but they've stayed put through it all.
For one thing, I love the island. I'd rather live here than anywhere else in the world.
Just like any other small town, talking with friends over a pot of coffee at a local cafe.
We're all friends. We watch each other's back. We help everybody rebuild from the floods and from the hurricanes.
Anywhere you are on the island, you're only a few minutes from the beach. But although these families have dealt with whatever's come their way, each day is harder and harder. Meet Patricia LeBlanc, a native of Grand Isle, a place she tells me she won't ever leave.
I'm thinking, and we know one day a major hurricane's going to come, maybe wipe us out. Katrina tried, they tried, but we came back. We came by full force, fighting.
Storms, hurricanes are a huge part of the reason why the land around them continues to disappear. Now, it's even contributing to the way homes are built now in Grand Isle and along the coast of Louisiana. Now, I'm about 5'5", to put it in perspective, with my boots about 5'7". Back in the 1930s, homes were only about 5-6 feet off the ground. Now, check it out. They're about 14, 15 feet off the ground.
How come y'all live there? Why do y'all live there? Y'all live on stilts.
But everyone does, including Angel Aday. She worked on a fishing boat for years and has seen firsthand her community slowly start to shrink.
Not only for us, though. I mean, this is a barrier island. This protects the city and all the surrounding areas. So I mean, it's scary. I mean, it may not be around for my great-grandchildren. Probably won't be.
She tells us only a few years ago, when you went out on a boat, you didn't need a GPS. All you needed was a radar and a depth finder.
Now, if you don't have a GPS and know exactly what's there, you could get lost like that. I mean, places I could find in the dark, but nothing I can't find because everything's shifted and gone.
As these residents watch their coast slowly erode, all they can do is look back down memory lane and remember what used to be and deal with what could soon be the future for Grand Isle and whether or not they choose to stay or go.
How does that make you feel? Someone knowing that, this eventually could get a lot worse.
It's scary.
Until eventually the barrier island disappears.